everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're serious about maximizing your workouts, you need to fuel like a beast. In this guide, we'll cover everything you need to know about pre- and post-workout nutrition. Learn what to eat to boost performance, support recovery, and achieve your fitness goals. Let's get started. We all know that exercise is important, but what we need more clarity about is what we should be eating to fuel it. Eating the right foods before and after training can have a huge impact on your performance, body composition, and overall health. There are a lot of myths about what we should and shouldn't be eating around our workouts, so I thought it was about time we take a closer look to clear things up. Those of you who know me from my last post know I like to take a science-backed approach to any suggestions I make. So with that in mind, today we will take a look at an evidence-approved template for pre- and post-workout nutrition. Pre-workout. When you hear pre-workout, you generally think about that scoop of powder people put in their shaker about 15 minutes before they, work out. You probably also think about all the gym memes showing some poor soul with their eyes popping out of their head with the caption, "When the pre-workout kicks in." This is not what I mean when I talk about pre-workout. To get the most out of your workout, you need fuel. You need to fill your gas tank with fuel and get moving because you can't drive a mile empty. If you want to bring intensity to your workouts, which is a key factor in the success of each one, you need to prepare properly. Here are the 3 fuel types you need. 1. Hydration. When we exercise, our body's temperature rises as muscles contract and use energy. Our body deals with this increased temperature through a few different methods, one of which is very prominent is sweating. If we exercise when in a dehydrated state, we run a greater risk of hypohydration during exercise. This will not only affect your performance or stop it all altogether, it is extremely dangerous. You need to be well hydrated before you hit the gym or go wherever you are going to work out. You also need to remain hydrated during your workouts. For extra sweaty sessions, I recommend drinking coconut water and or adding a pinch of Himalayan salt to your bottle during training. Hydration is the simplest thing, but it is the one most often forgotten. 2. Carbs. Next on the list is our carbohydrates. We store carbohydrates in the form of something called glycogen in our body, specifically in the liver and muscles. Without getting too sciencey on you, think of glycogen as your gas and its storage sites as the tanks in your body. When you exercise, especially at higher intensities, you use that glycogen and use it more and more as intensity increases. Even if you are not going at high intensities, distance running or swimming, glycogen is still being utilized. One of the biggest reasons for fatigue when we exercise is glycogen depletion, which is one of the reasons that you can jog for hours but sprint for seconds. Thus, it would make sense to have our tank topped up before we go to delay that fatigue. I recommend consuming a good source of carbs before your workout. A piece of fruit is great as a snack as it is fast digesting and will give you a quick energy boost. Complex carbs like sweet potato, quinoa, or brown rice are also great, but make sure you leave enough time for them to digest before training. 3. Amino acids. SUSTA and pineapple and lime. Last up, amino acids. These are the building blocks of muscle tissue, so you must have them in your system before you train. Otherwise, your body will break down its muscle tissue, have no tools to repair it, meaning your body goes into a catabolic state and eats away at your hard-earned muscle mass. The good news is you don't have to overthink it. Consume around 20 to 30 grams of protein in your meal 2 to 3 hours before training, and you're good to go. Black beans and quinoa are one of my favorite combinations as they provide the perfect balance of protein and carbs to fuel you through the training. Post-workout. Now you know what to eat to perform at your best, but performance means absolutely nothing if you don't recover properly. Now, when I think of recovery, the most important place to start is sleep. I could write a whole article on the subject, but for now, I will just state the basics when it comes to sleep and make an assumption you are getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, because you should be. One study in particular from the Strength and Conditioning Journal by Marshall and Turner, 2016, showed that when we reach deeper stages of sleep, growth hormones and other androgens are released, which are important for a bunch of reasons including muscle growth and repair as well as bone growth, and restoration/recovery of your nervous system and metabolic expenditure from a previous training session. There are 1,001 other articles, studies, textbooks, etc. that emphasize the benefits and importance of sleep. So before I go any further, make sure you've got your sleep locked down before you even look at your nutrition. Now on to the food. You will need a combination of carbohydrates and protein in your post-workout meal to cover all aspects of recovery. We need carbohydrates to replenish those depleted glycogen stores and protein to support the repair of damaged muscle and the growth of new muscle. If we are continuing the analogy that your body is like your car or truck depending on how much of a beast you are, think of your workout as a road trip, and now you return home to refill your gas tank and get some work and repair on it. While I don't like getting too specific in how many grams of this or that, as it makes nutrition so much more difficult than it needs to be, especially for the average guy or gal looking just to be active and healthy, understand this is not your excuse to go ham on everything in sight. If we are talking about protein specifically, you do not need a huge dose of protein to support muscle growth and repair post-workout. Post-workout easy meals. Most literature seems to agree on a range dose of 20 to 30 grams of protein post-workout depending on your size, lean muscle mass, gender, genetics, etc. That is why I love having PER forum with a bit of fruit immediately after my workouts, as it has an optimal dose of protein plus carbs from the fruit. I currently blend the salted maca caramel with 2 bananas and coconut milk for the perfect post-workout smoothie. So there you have it. Pre- and post-workout do, and will impact your progress and either lead you closer to or farther from your ending goal. Thanks for joining us for this ultimate full-body workout routine. Consistency is key to seeing results, so commit to this plan and watch your fitness goals become a reality. Remember to listen to your body, stay hydrated, and prioritize recovery. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fitness tips and routines.